What's up, NFL fans? It's NFL Nate back again. Today, we have a playoff video. We're going to be looking at the top 3 teams that could stop the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. As you guys all know, the Kansas City Chiefs were the Super Bowl champions last year, and even before Week 17 have already locked in the number 1 seed. So they're the team to beat in the AFC, and I'm going to be going over the 3 teams that could stop them in the playoffs. Before we jump into it, you guys can hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the Super Bowl. We're getting super close, so just hit the subscribe button if you're new on the channel. I'm going to be covering all the playoffs and the NFL draft. So with that said, let's hop right into it. Okay, first we're going to go over how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are a really hard team to beat, but there's a few ways you can beat them. The example I'm going to be using is their one loss this year when the Raiders beat them 40-32. You have to have a high-powered offense to keep up with Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs' offense is super explosive and puts up a lot of points, so you have to be able to match that. In the game with the Raiders, Derek Carr threw for over 300 yards and had a really good game, and they had tons of explosive plays, and they were able to keep up with the Chiefs. The next thing is forced turnovers on defense. In that game, the Raiders forced Patrick Mahomes to throw some interceptions, and their defense really held him well. And the final thing is have a good coaching and be able to win the close games. They had to make smart decisions, and John Gruden was able to do that, and they beat the Chiefs, giving them their first loss. So we're going to be looking for these 3 things through all the teams I'm going to say. The third team, one of the teams I think has a chance to beat them are the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts aren't even technically in the playoffs yet, but I think they'll make it. They have a balanced offense with Phillip Rivers that can score points. Phillip Rivers also has experience playing Patrick Mahomes, which will be really helpful. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball, and so I think their offense could keep up. And they have a stingy defense with Darius Leonard that could really force some turnovers. One of the best defenses in the league, and so I think it's a little bit of a bad match for Kansas City. Also, one thing to note, I'm not saying these teams would beat the Chiefs. I'm saying they have a shot to beat the Chiefs. But I think the Colts could have a shot if they see them in the playoffs. At number 2, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson can keep up with Mahomes and these Chiefs. Lamar Jackson, the MVP, super explosive, can throw the ball to Mark Andrews and Marquise Brown, can run with his legs. Their run game's super good. Lamar Jackson can definitely keep up with Mahomes, and their defense can force tons of fumbles and turnovers. The Ravens are like one of the top teams for fumbles. Marcus Peters leading the way most of the time, punching that ball out. They can maybe force a few turnovers if they play them, which could really turn things around, and maybe they could stun them. And the team that has the best shot to beat them in the AFC are the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have a very similar team and play style as the Chiefs. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs can put up tons of points. Josh Allen, this offense is super explosive and have a really good chance to keep up with them. And their defense, Tre'Davious White and Tremaine Evans, can slow down the Chiefs. Tre'Davious White is a lockdown corner. He could really slow down Tyreek Hill. And this defense is just overall really, really good. So I think they would have a really good shot at beating the Chiefs if they play them. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers by the Super Bowl, and it means so much if you guys could subscribe. I'm going to be covering the draft and all the NFL playoffs, so stay tuned for that. Watch my last video right there. And our next video is going to be probably one of the biggest videos on the channel. It's coming out right after Week 17 games are out. It's going to be the full playoff predictions. I'm going predicting every single round, the wild card round, divisional round, championship games, and the Super Bowl all together once the playoff picture is set. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a super good video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya!